Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the atmospheric of our world around us, and this time we will discuss one issue, I mean the circus that is going on in front of the main public TV headquarters in Poland, that newly formed government is willing to take it over by force, and people who were supporting previous government would like to defend it. Of course, it tells us entire truth about the equity and standards in following the law regulations in European Union when one side is taking over media, then European Union institutions representatives are screaming that they are fascists, they are intolerant, they are bad people, but when second side is taking over the media even by brutal actions, European Union committees representatives are silent. Of course, socialist honesty and socialist approach to the world. Some pigs are more equals than the others. We know it since the famous novel Animal Farm by George Orwell, and we see that with every socialist, red, brown or green, always this statement is in place, so nothing changes in this sense, and some pigs are more equal than the others, and current newly formed government in Poland is actually serving Western corporations. During the madhouse in front of the main public TV headquarters, newly appointed Prime Minister agreed for the relocation of newcomers, so-called refugees, but newcomers, economic migrants, because as we know, due to the ideological madhouse, Western societies, especially Germany a few years ago, took too many of them, and now they would like to get rid of some of them, the most troublesome, and they want to put them in Poland. And we see that also from the Polish side, the behavior is not the proper one, because representatives of newly formed government, when they were sitting in the bench of the oppositions in the Polish parliament called Sejm, they were going back and forth to Brussels or Strasbourg, complaining on the Polish government, seeking help in a solution of their troubles, and now current opposition, so the last government before the newly formed, when they are in the benches of the opposition in Polish parliament called Sejm, they are doing the same, running to the European commissaries and crying that they would need help because the law and the regulations are broken and TV is taken by force against the law is broken, blah blah blah. Very sad situation. It reminds me exactly the situation in the second half of the 18th century, when actually Poland was dependent on Russia. Russian ambassador was de facto ruler of Poland, and our king and government, Stanisław August Poniatowski, had nothing to say. There was a lot of arguments and troubles in Poland, also some uprising like Bar Confederacy and so on, and the rulers of the most powerful countries around Poland, Prussia and Russian Empire, stated, especially Frederick the Great, that Polish people do not know how to rule over themselves, how to rule over their country, so we need to take some lands from them. And he found a companion, co-worker to do it. Also, Habsburg Austria and of course Russia ruled those days by Empress Ekaterina. That's why Polish partition started in 1772. After this shock, there were some movements to improve conditions of Polish state, but next partitions followed 1793 and 1795, and Poland was erased from the map for 123 years. And the same argument, I'm worried, soon will be used by the Western and Eastern powers in Europe, that you see Polish people don't know how to rule over themselves, and they are going to the West or to the East, complaining about their opponents and about their problems, asking for help. So maybe even this formally existing Polish state we should take away from them and rule over these populations and rule over this land, because we, as older civilizations, Western powers, Westies, we know how to arrange this population and how to arrange these territories. And of course, before it happens, I hope it will not, but as of now, all is leading to this situation. They are using Poland as a trash bin of Europe, and now they will this is a nice word, relocate to us all of these immigrants. They do not want newcomers, they do not want, just to have more peace and less troubles and lower expenses in their own countries. This is how this European solidarity in quotation looks like in practice, and we see that if the government is corrupted, all bad things that are currently present in European Union will come to your country, and other countries, especially the strongest ones like French and Germany, will use and abuse any opportunity to push any problems they have and they generated in the past, to push these problems into your direction and to force weaker countries to deal with these problems, because they don't want to deal with these problems anymore. And this is a current picture of the European Union, that it's becoming more and more a union of socialist European Republic, Western version of the Soviet Union, with green socialism as a main ideology, supported by many corporations, which support the socialists because they always offer them monopolies for their actions. We will see where this madhouse will go, but as of now it doesn't look good, and for Poland we currently have another bad repetition from the history. We will see how it will end, but previous one we know how it ended. It ended with the Polish state erased from the map completely. All the best, have a nice day, bye.